Hello, my name is Chatelier, welcome back to another episode of Colombian Space Initiative Supreme Ruler Ultimate, and in previous episode we managed to take out Los Angeles and push quite a bit north as well already. I think today we might be getting to the outskirts of San Francisco. I don't know if we'll be able to take the city itself, but we'll certainly give it a shot. But yeah, we were doing quite well. Let's actually take a quick look at the approval rating of the military. 53.6%. That has been going down so rapidly that I'm quite glad to see it, because that means that if it goes down far enough, they might just surrender. It's not guaranteed, unfortunately, but it's a possibility. So we got some tanks over here we can send in to support the attack, and are we actually running out of combat time? We are. Oh, interesting. I wasn't expecting that, but I suppose we haven't really had the supplies in here to resupply yet. Alright, well you can go get some repairs. Send in some more tanks over there. We can pull in the crows back. Over there, for example. That's only 6%, but that might be better than nothing. And the tanks are going to give a bit of support there. I think that might just be enough. But yeah, those units will need to rest for a while. Now, I suppose we do have these in here. We can send in a couple of tanks over here to protect the flank, just so that there's not going to be anyone going through. They shouldn't, but there's always a possibility that they might find a way. Because that is what life does. Artificial life in this case, but life nonetheless. Right, so you can go get some repairs. There's still 2 units in there, so they do still have the IF-2 there as well. Interesting. Now, Santa Maria should be able to get through there rather quickly, although we will need to pull back another unit. No, that's going to be pulling to the other side unless we can destroy the... No, it did manage to escape. Good. Let's send in the tanks to actually assist with that combat now. Infantry has taken the blunt of the damage. Or brunt of the damage. One way or the other. And there we go. Those units are melting away, so we can get to Santa Maria. And that's an anti-tank gun. 37mm. Not particularly good quality. But it is anti-tank gun nonetheless. Did we destroy the units there? Maybe. Or we might just not be able to see them right now. We've got another crow over here that we can send north. How are these? Okay, the crows really need to get through to entrench into that town, so we'll gather them up. We can send in the tanks to the town in here. We'll have a look. Have these gotten their supplies back? They have. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to push further. Let's take out that one first. That's going to be an easy target. We can resupply some of the tanks over here in the meanwhile. And actually, we do have another 2 crows that we can send in. That is going to be an easy target, though. Now, we can sit in there. We can potentially resupply there. We can attack Clovis, among other things. And actually, we can move you over here. How many is that? That is 6. So we can send in 1 more from this group without a problem. And we've got 6 over there, so we can send another 1 over there. They have some artillery over there in the middle. Interesting. Now, let's move in these 2 tank groups over here, and then this stack can move in down here, and we can actually send in 1 more crow to join the group. And how many is that? That's already 13, so that's 14 crows. One could call that a murder. Okay, slowly but surely, both of the garrison troops over here are going down, although these tanks need to pull back, so we won't be able to kill the garrison in there entirely. Oh, we actually lost a crow. Oh no. I wasn't paying attention. We are taking quite a bit of damage, but at the same time we should be able to push through there. Okay, we can send you down to be repaired once again. There we go, the garrison Clovis has been destroyed. Let's get in there so we'll take a bit less damage on the battle, and we should be able to get rid of the garrison here in Fresno. Have these been resupplied? They have, okay. Get in there. That should destroy quite a bit of the enemies, and over here in the city itself we're not taking too much damage either. There we go, so you can get to Fresno. I'm going to just pull you back to the railway there for the quick moment. And do we have more infantry that we can send? We do. Let's send you along the coast then. We're going to probably move the artillery along the coast as well, because there's going to be a lot of garrisons in here that we need to take care of. A lot of barracks, and then there's land production up there. Right, are you resupplied now? You are. I could probably switch around one of the tanks here, and that should help a little bit. To upgrade defenses is in 15 days, 2 weeks, roughly speaking. We are making money still. I believe we are still more or less the richest country, or we should be the richest country in the world. Malta is still the second richest, and New Hebrides is the third. And then it's Australia, Austria-Hungary, Afghanistan. So I do have more money than the rest of the world combined. Even if we don't factor in any of the loans that they might have. Actually, I will send you to be repaired. I can send you to assist in this combat. Has the military approval rate? It's still 54%, so we need to keep on advancing to make that drop further and further. Alright, let's get you there. Over here, are we ready to attack? We can bring in a bit more troops. You can be sent to be repaired. Although, isn't there... No, we didn't capture our barracks yet. There's the barracks. So that may delay us a little bit. I'll wait for the troops to be there. Actually, you don't even need to entrench. You can just move to. With the extra firepower, with the artillery as well, it should be fine. You need to pull back though. There was quite a volley of bullets, or hail of bullets, at the start there. But other than that, we should be fine in this combat. Especially once we get the first all the barracks down, then destroying the garrison in the city itself up there, or the next town over to the north shouldn't be too bad. Over here we are resupplying already, rather, well, at decent speed. May need to wait for a few moments before we send in the tanks. I think at the start of the day we'll send them in. There we go. You can stay there, you can be pulled back a little bit. We've got the artillery support still in there. Let's take all of these, select just the infantry, entrench over there. We can send in the tanks as well. So Merced should be going down rather quickly. We've got the helicopter support, we've got a lot of tanks in here. So I think we're just going to push for that area. We've got a lot of land over here that we do not control, but I don't think the enemy is sending in troops through there either. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, we got a lot of crows here. Have you been repairing these or something? I mean, that would make perhaps some sense. But like, that is a lot of crows in there. Actually, is there? No, none of them are in a group. I'm not going to take the artillery or anything like that, so we can deselect those. So we have... Oh, and the artillery. I suppose we could take one of those, so we'd have a group of crows here still. I'm just going to send them towards San Francisco, because I have a feeling that that's going to be a more useful location for it, or for those troops right now. You can be sent for repairs, and these can be sent to assist in the combat. Oh, they actually had a Green Beret there defending. Alright. Well, that might explain some of the damage that we took. There we go, that's another unit destroyed. And these can move in to the city. The tanks can go ahead and capture another industrial complex, and these two can then get into the barracks. We can move in the artillery to get a few steps closer. And then over here, are we resupplied? For the most part, we want to wait a day or two to make sure that they are in good shape. And then we can push further towards San Francisco. That should be rather nice. We got a lot of troops moving about here. We'll probably move you up north. And do we have any... Well, actually, that's a lot of tanks that we can move in. Just along the road. Alright, let's get over here. Capture the industrial complex. There's not a lot of things in there, but that should be still fine to take. Alright, are these in good shape now? They got their full supplies, that's for sure. So we can move you there. We can send this group of tanks to assist now, alternating between the tank groups, just so that the other one can resupply and maybe recover some strength if need be. But the combat should be going rather well. I'm taking a little bit of damage there with the firepower from the tanks. I don't think the enemy is going to do much on us. We can get into the town, so we can maybe push out the... Oh, there we go. We block them from entering. Move you there, we can move you in, so we can take Modesto, and then Tracy, Stockton, maybe Lodi, and then start going along the bay here. so that should be alright. There we go, we got the second group of crows here. I suppose I could send them over here to assist on the coast right now. That might actually be beneficial. Let's entrench you in there first. I know that I don't actually need to send everyone in there, but I'm going to keep the group moving together for the time being. Oh, that's the tanks that went around. Oh, right, they didn't actually want to go along the road there. Fair enough. Can we shoot it down? Can we shoot it down? Ah, no. It got damaged, but it wasn't shot down, unfortunately. Right, well, let's move in the infantry towards the next target. And where are the crows moving? Are they going all the way around? Or did... Oh, no, they're right here. There we go, that's a kill. Oh, they got some artillery bombarding us. Let's pull back a few steps so that they are not visible, necessarily. Well, they still might be, but it's less of a problem, at least. You can get that one. Let's actually send these tanks to assist over here. We might be able to... Oh, that's where they... No, that's a pattern. There's a lot of planes around there. And the artillery is Santa Cruz. There we go. At least we destroyed one. Oh, and... over there. Okay. Well, this infantry can move in, start attacking. We'll send in the tanks as soon as the infantry is close enough. And over here, we can probably attack Modesto now. So entrench you there, you can probably move in here. The infantry will be taking the brunt of the damage once again. Okay, you are almost there, so I'm going to send in tanks already, because the tanks should be taking slightly less damage, but at the same time, they're not going to be able to complete the battle. They don't have the combat time for that. You, on the other hand, do need to go get some repairs. Do we have any more troops over here that we can utilize? Also, where are they going to repairs? Are they going all the way here? They might be. Like, that is a lot of crows in here. I would kind of feel like it would be a logical step for them to be in, or place for them to be in. Right, we can move you in. We can get you into the city, or town, and then we can go around to attack the barracks. They're being bombarded there. You don't have supplies, so let's move you into the industrial complex so there's at least a little bit of supplies. These crows can move in further north to Modesto. And are you resupplied yet? Not yet. Okay, well, let me move you back to the city there so you can get your supplies back faster. And we've got another group of tanks over here that we can utilize in the next attack. So let's bring them in. There's a lot of artillery around, that's for sure. And world market relations are still rather terrible. How is their military approval rating now? It is down to... well, it's still 54%. So it hasn't really improved, nor has it gone worse. But I suppose we took a massive chunk of their industry in here. Well, at least a decent chunk of their industry, I would say. And the population is still 1 billion. But that should be dropping below soon enough, I reckon. Once we get San Francisco like that, is 7 million over there already. And how much was the total? Well, it's 14 million over a billion. That's a 6... okay, so Oakland, San Francisco... yeah. Once we take this area, it's going to drop below 1 billion. Right, now that we've taken the city, let's go ahead and move about that way. Okay, you went to repair there. That's actually a good place for it to be in. We got the tanks to assist in the assault here, so let's move in. Take out Tracy. There's only 4 garrisons, so we should be able to do the damage rather swiftly. And the defense, that's still 8 days away. Are these resupplied? Yep, they are. Good. How much supplies do these have? Plenty, I would argue. So let's get you in there. We can send tanks over there. You can get the town over here and hold the flank for the time being. We do have some more tanks that we can move in over there, so that they can't just move in troops through and take everything. Oh, and you need to go get some repairs. The tank should be arriving soon, so Stockton is going to fall within this episode. That much is guaranteed. Now, what else can we take is a different question, but we can send you back to be repaired. We should have some crows over here. I suppose we can just take most of these. Send them towards San Fran. And yeah, Stockton is slowly falling. These are running out of supplies though, so they'll need to wait for a while after the battle. Down to 8 crows right now. We've got 6 underway, so it shouldn't be too bad. That's a lot of planes though. Is that bombers or it seems to be patrol planes, so it's not quite as bad. Not quite as bad for us anyway. In the meanwhile, I suppose what I could do is I could attack Hollister over here. It's 4 garrison. Oh, you can move in there, we can move in the crows there, so that should be enough to actually... So the tanks were slightly faster again. I suppose since they're tracked vehicles they can go faster off-road, but on-road the tanks are probably quicker. You need to pull back, Oh, satellite available for launch. Yes, we'll send that out. So reconnaissance satellites, we already have a few of them. We've got a total of 3, and that's going to be the 4th one. We've got a coverage of 25%, but there's still quite a ways to go with that. And agriculture price is too high, but there's not much I can... Well, there's a lot of things that I could do about that, but there's not many things that I'm going to do about it. Now, crows are going to move into the city already. And, well, as soon as there's no enemies in there. I think we're going to have to go and attack Lodi first. We've got some more strength in here. We're going to move you there. We've got the infantry arriving here, so we can move you over there as well. If we take Lodi, we can destroy the artillery there, then we're going to move towards Oakland, Berkeley and San Francisco and all that. Oh, you didn't actually have the supplies, did you? Well, you're taking some hits for the infantry, so it could be worse. Let's get into there, destroy that artillery, excellent. Then you can entrench back here. Well, these tanks can hold the city for the time being, and these tanks can then assist in the assault further west. Moving another tank down there just to make sure that no one gets through the road. And Monterrey is slowly falling, good. We did capture that one. Are these resupplied yet? For the most part, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these 2 troops over there to start assaulting the next location. We did actually lose a unit though. One of the elite forces. Bit unfortunate, but we got these recon satellite at least up. That can be sent for repairs. And since you are moving over there, once you actually get into the town, we'll send in the tanks to assist. Assuming that you are resupplied already, you are. Okay, good. And that is going fairly well. Do we have... Oh, right. Let's get some of these Patriots down here. So they'll be close enough to start shooting down some of the enemy planes in San Francisco. At least that's the plan. Whether they will actually be able to do that is a slightly different thing. But we'll find out that soon. Within this episode, I'm pretty sure. Right, let's start attacking Antioch. And, oh wow. Yeah, we've been doing a pretty good job over here at least. So I'm pretty happy. The military approval rating is now only 50% or 50.7% for them. So if we keep this up, we might be able to drop that below 50 without too many issues. So you can move in there. The tanks over here, are they still... They're a bit low in supplies, but I suppose I could set them to at least weaken the enemy a little bit. Over here, I think it's time for us to do assault on the land production there. It has a large garrison. But at the same time, if we can destroy that, they do have a lot of units around here, I reckon. Well, at least a lot of garrisons. And their bombers are active again. Okay. That one needs to pull back. I'm going to send these over here just to capture the land production and then pull them back. They can shoot down a lot of things, that's for sure. And these will pull back. The infantry needs to push forward, and then we can also push in the tanks in the meanwhile. Also, let's get in our artillery. If they're not seen by the enemy, then they can shoot on quite a bit. Ooh, are we already shooting? We are. I mean, we do have a pretty long range, I suppose. Yeah, we just shot down 2 of the planes again. You need to pull back. The infantry is almost in the combat. So does Santa Cruz have... No, it doesn't have any barracks or anything like that. There we go, that's another one shot down. One by one, they are losing the planes. The infantry can now move in there. These should probably resupply in here. The artillery is now within reach. They should be able to do a decent bit of damage on the enemy. We've got some units over here that have been repair, so we'll move them further north. And over here, we did just destroy that. I suppose I could send you to be repaired, and the rest of you will entrench in there. Is that industrial complex? It is, okay. We'll send in some troops over there to destroy that. We can also guard the road there then. Should be relatively easy though. Oh yeah, we destroyed the artillery already. We can keep you there. The infantry should, or the crows should be plenty to actually destroy the garrison there. These will now move in here. We can probably move in one of these to be repaired. Luckily we can do that quite nearby. I'll send you to be repaired as well. We got the crows down here, which we could probably send all the way there, I reckon. To assist the assault on Santa Cruz. Of course, the enemy planes are going to be a problem. Let's move in these closer. So we can be certain that we can shoot down the bombers before they do too much damage on us. Alright, let's move the crows into the city. The infantry probably need a bit of time to get used to the situation there. So that, I mean, they've been fighting for quite a while. So how is the approval rating now? 48.4%, okay. So if we can just keep on pushing further and further into the urban area here, or metropolitan area here. Let's get you over there. We've got some tanks over here that can move in, probably from that side. That way we can slowly push towards the airbase. I mean, from here, I suppose if we attack from there, we've got a lot of tanks what we can use, so we'll move you first, start pushing. Oh, we need reinforcements. I mean, it's just the base there. We technically do have reinforcements, it's just we're going to have to try to destroy the garrison in there. You... Oh, right, you were fresh units. That's going to be 4 garrisons. I don't think we have the troops for quite that, but what we can do is get you slightly closer. I'm going to pull these back already. Send the other group of tanks in to do a bit more damage, and then the crows will finish that, and then we'll start attacking Sunnyvale and San Jose and Palo Alto. And one by one, we shall conquer those. You, on the other hand, can actually move into the city here, so we can keep on advancing from the north, well, northeast. No, our plane actually got some action there as well. Right, well, we got that one at least. Oh, these are actually not in a good shape. Okay, we'll pull them back because the bombers are doing quite a bit of damage on there. Right, well, we can move you there. Although one of you is actually quite bad shape, so I'll pull you back, actually. San Leandro is currently on the chopping block, I suppose. Upgrade defenses level 3, so we take a bit less damage at least. And enemy... Oh. Okay. I didn't oh, right, we did build a barracks down there, didn't we? We've got a few garrisons there, though, so that's not too bad. And over here we have located an enemy tank. It should be out of supplies, for the most part. Well, it can actually still fire, so it wasn't out of combat time, but out of supplies for sure. So it won't be able to resupply there, and then we got some infantry over here that can probably take care of some of the enemy units. Slowly but surely I want to clean off this island of Borneo, but that is going to take some time and effort, and then some more time. We've got the tank and the IF-2 over here, so we can move them closer, maybe take care of that one. And then let's get back to the San Francisco front over here. We've got some more infantry that we can move out. Might actually be a good idea to start moving them up north. There we go, so we captured or destroyed the garrisons in San Leandro. We could start attacking Fremont, I suppose. Let's entrench you there. I'm actually just going to combine these two crews for the time being, or for this assault anyway. We're going to send you to be repaired. Should be fine. And then these... Do I want to attack San Jose or Sunnyvale? If I attack Sunnyvale, I think we can do a bit more damage in there in the long run. This one needs to be repaired though. And that one needs to be repaired. We might be able to send some of the crows in to assist on the combat over here. Towards Sunnyvale. Okay, did we take damage? That one... has taken damage. Oh, they are actually pushing our troops out one by one. Okay, the tanks can push in. And these can push in. Okay, well, looks like we're pushing quite nicely. I mean, Sunnyvale's garrisons are melting away, but we haven't taken it quite yet. And the exoskeleton is actually, well, it's still 2 months away almost. Right, we still haven't destroyed the garrison in San Jose. Let's do that real quick. I mean, we are technically out of time, but I'll just quickly try to get to the airfield in here, or at least do as much damage to it as possible. We should probably start moving the infantry up north as well, because that would be potentially useful. These can capture a little bit of the land there. Oh wow, you took a lot of damage there. And the tanks are out of supplies. Okay, that's not good. We're sending one of the the crows in there. And these 2 crows at least need to pull back. Those stealth bombers are nasty. I don't think we're doing enough damage on them either. Lost a little bit of supplies, or areas. Why don't you actually move in? That would be helpful. That means that we might be able to fire on the enemy planes. Okay, we destroyed the garrison in San Jose. Can we get into San Jose itself? We probably can now. So let's get there. These guys are going to need some supplies, but we can now move into Santa Clara as well. And that's going to push out a lot of planes, or at least 1 plane by the looks of it. But it's stealthy, so I don't know where it went. Didn't really get a lot of hits on it either. Right, well, the crow needs to pull back. These need to regroup. We can probably repair over here now, but that needs to be repaired. It is a land production though, so that's quite nice. Slowly but surely destroying the garrison there, then we'll probably want to attack Sunnyvale again. Let's go ahead and repair you there. And you probably are going to go in there to repair. And you, good. Are we resupplied? Not really, but we'll leave the episode here. So next episode we'll take out San Francisco and we'll see how low we can get the approval rating. It's currently 49%, but taking all of this, it might go below 40% even, if we do it rapidly enough and keep on pushing to Sacramento. But after that, we might be able to reach over here, but beyond that it's going to be quite a long distance and not very good to supplies again, so that's going to be a lot slower to get to Portland and Seattle. But like after that, we can shuffle our focus towards Salt Lake City, for example, and then Denver, Kansas, St. Louis, Nashville, Memphis, Atlanta, and then eventually go to Florida and all that. At that point, it is entirely possible that USA will surrender somewhere down the line. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also got the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.